Women, who happen to be the vast majority of users of land mass, are nevertheless the most sidelined when it comes to issues of land ownership. That is why the International Development Enterprise, IDE, and Medeem, an organization with vested interest in empowering women with land ownership, among others, have come together to provide land rights to women in Chief Machiya's chiefdom. His Royal Highness Chief Machiya, himself a great advocate of women empowerment programs, has provided the working environment towards this trajectory in his chiefdom. Guest of honor at a ceremony organized to give land rights certificates to 19 women held at His Royal Highness Chief Machiya's palace elaborated government's efforts in ensuring a 50% gender equality in land ownership by women.
In a case to create a conducive environment that promotes women empowerment, government, through the National Land Policy of 2021, emphasizes 50% of provision of land to all women aimed at advancing gender equality in land ownership in line with the Gender Policy 2023. I therefore wish to reaffirm government's commitment to working with traditional leaders to empower communities.
Speaking earlier, His Royal Highness Chief Machiya of the Lamba-speaking people on the Copperbelt called on the IDE and Medeem to keep motivating these women in order to grow the agricultural sector in his chiefdom.
IDE bali babali abantu abalepera since ever first time muno mu chiefdom kaireba first time muno mu Mpongwe district kaireba first time muno mu Copperbelt province apapa lingiro okuboneka ati balingiro okubachita motivation pakuti tukaboneke kwe bati agriculture yapantangiri ifyakulya fyafula.
Meanwhile, Country Director for IDE, Sylvester Kalonge, pledged to work with women who were productive.
So we know that agriculture is a business, and as IDE, I would like to pledge that we will work with people who want to make land productive.
And Executive Director at Medeem, Peter Lungu, bemoaned the low contribution of agriculture towards the country's GDP due to lack of access to credit by women.
With over 60% of the population living on customary land, that covers just over 90% of Zambia's landmass. These farmers being unable to access funds explains why agriculture GDP is so low.
It is hoped that this provision of land rights to these 19 women in His Royal Highness Chief Machiya's chiefdom will be the beginning of a fruitful journey for women in meaningful and productive ownership of land in Zambia. Fredrick Mwanamuchende reporting for NICE in Mpongwe District, Copperbelt Province.